So I went ahead at the open, I let it sell off a little bit, and then I actually longed it and got really nice partials back up towards the top, and then I stopped out at break even and did a very aggressive flush here. And then it went all the way down and held the central pivot in S3. Now this is an ideal buying range for me because of the low extension, but the still My name is Thor Young. I'm a moderator of Bear Bull Traders, and I would like to do a recap for you on my trades today. All in all, pretty cut and dry day today. During this recap, I'm basically just going to illustrate a general use of the cams. Now, one thing I've talked a lot about on my Twitter, and if you'd like to follow me, it's at Thor Young on my Twitter, is I talk a lot about, when it comes to Camarilla pivot points, about it's not almost what they do for you, it's what they help you to not do, right? And that is to actually take trades too aggressively. One of the biggest things the cams gave me is a where, a location to focus on for a trade. And I'm going to show you a little bit of those trades now. Before I get into it, if you have a moment, you know what to do. Like that video, ring that bell, subscribe, all the good stuff. You know how it works. Comments, all that good junk. All right. Thank you, everybody. All right. On to the trades. So if you're looking here on my Facebook, you'll see here on my 1 minute, at the beginning of the day, Facebook was actually looking a little bit interesting. Now, if you come over to my daily chart down here, Facebook had a really nice bullish engulfing candle yesterday. So I was looking for Facebook to kind of come back into a range, or the lower part of the range, and then buy off of it. And the ladder on Facebook, which if you look over here to the right, notice how I've got these, the level 2 is highlighting large orders to the top side. The ladder earlier today as well as today still looked very strong. So I was kind of in a kind of a bullish feel on Facebook as well as the market in general for maybe at least some consolidation, maybe even a little relief rally today. So as Facebook's actually pushing a little bit now into that ladder that I was talking about, so I went ahead at the open, I let it sell off a little bit, and then I actually longed it and got really nice partials back up towards the top, and then I stopped out at break even and did a very aggressive flush here. And then it went all the way down and held the central pivot in S3. Now this is an ideal buying range for me because of the low extension, but the still maintaining the bullish overall feel, right? So I love buying down here by S3. Having the central pivot off of the floor pivots in the same spot also really helps me out. 208. Didn't see a lot on the level 2 below 208. Saw plenty of the top side, so the ladder was with me. So I went ahead and longed again. Got a really nice move up here. Took a little off and then added back in at the break. Got a couple more partials and then went all out when it lost the averages. I figured it was at that point I was basically done with it. And as you can see now, Facebook is still just kind of working its way back up through these ranges. But well over goal here just on Facebook. This trade ended up being about 3R. This trade ended up being about 5. So really start off good on Facebook. Although I did trade some other trades. If you guys have had an opportunity to check out at Pivot Alerts Bot on Twitter, at Pivot Alert Bot actually called out this really fun trade on DVN for me today. It was calling out volume at R3. So I went ahead and shorted at R3 off of these topping tails here. Let me zoom in here. Look at my 1 minute. As we were topping there, I went ahead and shorted and got a beautiful breakdown on it back into the support levels. But then I stopped out at break even on my trend or my trailing position when it came back up and broke. Ended up running the other way, but a really nice solid play to the downside. Good call there by PivotBot. I had a really solid, and then I had 2 complete misses. Which is sad but true. AMD, I took a long off of S3. You can see the buying range here like I was talking about. Got a really nice move, but I took it off at break even. A large bid appeared on the level 2 near 89, and I was a little nervous about the SPY was still consolidating too much. Qs wasn't showing strength. I just didn't like the way that the risk was panning out on this one, so I cut this one to preserve capital. And then CCL, I actually flipped into a short, and I love CCL short. It actually got called by PivotBot. and I went ahead and went to short at R3 for the traverse to S3. I shorted, but I hit a certain profit target. I decided to take this one off. I'm not entirely sure why it broke down when it squeezed back up. I was like, yeah, I don't think, maybe I saw like a lingering order sitting up here, something I didn't like on the tape. I should have stuck with this one, unfortunately let it get away. But as you can see, always room for improvement, right? I can't just show you all the perfect trades that make me look like I did everything right every time. Every now and again I miss one, but this was a perfect execution short on the R3 for the move to S3. I just took it off at break even. But some really solid trades on Facebook, DVN, actually north of 10R today, so a really great day. You know, with a couple of misses, it could have actually been a little bit better, but we'll take it. So I hope all of y'all had a great trading day. I hope y'all enjoyed this recap. As always, y'all, keep it green. Thanks.